What's up, geeks? Again, I'm back again. Try for the weird angle. My phone is just weird. So today we are starting our new series, classic movie reviews. We are starting with The Magnificent Seven. No, not that crappy remake. Even though my man crush Chris Pratt's in it. No, you do not make this. You do not remake this movie or this one. Ever. Okay, so this is season 1, episode 1, classic movie reviews. The Magnificent Seven is episode 1. Now, classic movie reviews. Now, what do you guys want to see? Do you want to see classics like The Godfather? Or do you want to see classics and newer classics like The Dark Knight or The Social Network or Inception? Stuff like that, or X-Men First Class, stuff like that. Do you guys want to see that? Like, oh, that could be a classic when we're older. Something like that. Or just classic movies like The Godfather and stuff like that. So, let me know. So, The Magnificent Seven. Original movie. It's a Western. I love Westerns. I love them. A lot of people don't. But here's the one problem with Westerns. And what this movie, Magnificent Seven, does really well is it builds suspense. There's a lot of suspense in this movie. A lot of Westerns are kind of slow. They're really slow. Tombstone's really good. Tombstone's very good at forwarding the story to make you interested. It's not a lot of action in Tombstone. You got the OK Corral shootout, which is amazing. You got the ending shootout. Excuse me. But it's not a lot of action in it. But it's a lot of good lines. It forwards the story. Each scene forwards the story. That's why Tombstone's a classic in my book. But what the Magnificent Seven does, it builds suspense from the first scene. The first scene with Steve McQueen is suspenseful. It's very suspenseful. There's going to be no spoilers in this movie, in this review. But the first scene with Steve McQueen is very suspenseful. Even the first real scene we have is an intro to the villain. And that's what the movie does really well. And as an adult, 27-year-old, I like villains a lot more. As a kid, like, oh my god, it's a villain. Kill him. Yeah. I did not sound like that as a kid, by the way. Yeah, as a kid, I hated Gaston, Jafar. Now I'm like, yeah, Gaston. Gaston's awesome. And I'm like, yeah, the Joker. Amazing. As a kid, I'm like, hey, kill the Joker. You beat him up. Once again, I did not sound like that as a kid. Anyway. But The Magnificent Seven does a great job of letting us know that it's going to be a suspenseful movie. There's going to be some suspense. Some suspense in this movie. And a great villain. The villain's really good, but one problem is that we don't see him a lot. And it's not like Joker, like almost every other scene we see the Joker. You know? And he's not in it a lot. Even Batman v Superman, like almost every other scene, you see Lex Luthor. You know, him going, like that. You know, that's Lex Luthor and Batman v Superman. Hi, boys. Do not pick a fight with him. My Lex Luthor impression. Actually, that's my Jesse Eisenberg being hyper impression. Anyway, I'm referring to notes I took on the movie. Like I said, great intro, great suspense. I mean, there's a scene in this movie. It's freaking amazing. I don't care if you like Westerns, just watch this scene. So, I'm going to butcher his name. Yul Brynner, that's the actor, is recruiting people for his Magnificent Seven. And there's this young kid who thinks he's hot. He thinks he's hot shit, but he's not. And then there's this clapping scene where they stand still, right? And you ought to draw a gun like that. But no, he claps as fast. And I mean, the main character is clap. And this young kid's just like, it's amazing. Just type it in YouTube. Magnificent Seven clap scene, original movie. The original. Not just a remake. So, I liked a lot in this movie. Memorable scenes. I was watching like, it's not really quotable. The shootouts are really good. what it is memorable. Every scene is almost like, yeah, that could be a memorable scene. Every scene is almost memorable. There's no really quotable lines like The Dark Knight or The Godfather or Inception. There's no really quotable lines, you know? You know, The Godfather, you got, I make him an offer you can't refuse. You know, why do you come my daughter's wedding asking for this? And stuff like that. The Dark Knight, why so serious? There's so many good lines in that movie. Magnificent Seven, there's not much. There's not much quotable lines. But every scene, you're glued to the movie. You're glued to it. You are glued to the movie every scene. I mean, there's subtle comedy, too. I mean, there's comedy in this. Not a lot, but it's very subtle. Very subtle. And it's not a lot of, like, exposition. Oh, there has to be a fight. There has to be a fight. There's no exposition. And it's great. You get all these character moments. And then towards the end of the movie where the big shootout happens, you care about the characters. A lot of movies don't do that anymore. It's all about exposition, exposition, exposition. And at the end, you're like, oh, it's a good movie, but I hated all the characters. Rogue One. Great movie, but the characters, they're kind of dry. They're kind of dry. You know, they're kind of dry. But in Magnificent Seven, their characters, so well developed. Every scene develops a character. It's a 2-hour movie, and it doesn't feel like 2 hours. It does not feel like 2 hours. There's so much I liked about this movie. There's 2 things I did not. There's a weird romance between the young kid and one of the village people. Now, not YMCA. In the movie, the village people. There's a weird romance that I was like, they could have just cut that out. It would have been like an hour and 50 movie. And then there's this one scene. They're hiding this is a small spoiler. They're hiding the women in the village. They're hiding them from these men because, you know, they're gunslingers. They hide them. And so this one girl decides to spy. And I question that because, like, why would they spy? Why are they spying? Like, I get that they're curious, but why would you spy on a gunslinger like these guys? I had no idea why she did that. It's like, they told you to stay away from these people, stay away from them. I know you're curious and stuff, but these guys can take you out one shot and you're spying on them. It was kind of dumb. So, all in all, The Magnificent Seven is a must-see. And I'm talking about the original with Steve McQueen, one of my favorite actors. That guy can act. That guy is phenomenal. He's just cool. When I saw him in this movie, he's not a lead. He's one of the supporting characters. Every time you see him in this movie, like, yeah, that guy, he's cool. Not John Wayne. I don't like John Wayne. I don't care. Steve McQueen is freaking cool. He's cool. So 8.5 out of 10, I will give The Magnificent Seven. It is definitely a classic. So this has been Classic Movie Review, Episode 1. I don't know what I'm going to do next. Any movies that you think should be reviewed in Classic Movie Reviews? Comment below, let me know. Should I do modern classics like The Dark Knight, or do you think that should be separate? Let me know in the comments. Definitely will be reviewing these 2 movies, The Godfather and The Godfather 2, and also up there you can see 12 Angry Men will also be reviewed. There's a Paul Newman thing. I love Paul Newman. I will be reviewing Cool Hand Luke. Any movies that you think should be reviewed? Comment below, let me know. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you next time.